Hello, Mambo VP. Hi, welcome again. Hi, and welcome again to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. As usual, new topics, new trends, new things, and I'm here with a new topic. Now, the topic of today is no-go zone. Now, when I talk about no-go zone, I want to talk about the things that you should never do in a friendship, relationship, situationship, the orbiting, the rotation, the revolution, the axis, what is the other one? The equator, whatever it is you decide to do, there are things that are no-go zone in a relationship or friendship or whatever it is you are in. Um, Now, when I talk about a no-go zone, I mean the things that you should never do, or the things that you should never interfere with when you actually get to know a person. So the things that you would have found me, say you were dating me, so you were interested in me and you wanted to date me, the things you actually found me doing that you don't like about me and that you would want to know more about me, why I do them, why I actually practice them, why I actually do something the way I do it, why I actually do my hair the way I do it, why I actually do my makeup the way I do it, why I don't do makeup, why I don't do my hair. You know, the things that actually are weird about people that you actually want to know more about. And now these are some of the no-go zones that I want to talk about today. Now, the things that you should just let be, and people, especially if you ask about something and then you see that you get some sort of a negative reaction from it, you should just step away from that, because it's going to be a chaos, it's going to be chaotic, it's going to cause drama, and you know drama equals to problems, and you know problems equals to complications, which means uh, the end of the relationship or whatever it is. Now, one of the no-go zone areas that I'm going to talk about is the exes. Okay, now this is one thing that each and every person, once they are on a date, physically or even virtually, I mean, when we say virtually, I mean through the phone, whether through chats, whether through live video chat, you know, you always ask this one question: what happened with your ex? You know, this person is actually looking for someone to date, which means that the ex must have been bad for them. Why would you even want to know about the ex? I mean, it's in the past. Don't put that into consideration, because if you actually realize, you would actually realize that once you get to know how people broke up, when you get to break up with that person, you'll think because this person broke up with the ex that's in a similar way, that was his fault because he did something to the ex, you know. Now you'll be taking it in a different. Okay, when I say that, I'm trying to say that if someone tells you that I broke up with my ex because she was cheating on me, and then you find out that this guy has someone, and then you decide to break up with him, you would automatically conclude for yourself that this person actually did cheat on her, on the ex, instead of the ex cheating on him. And you know, uh these areas about the exes, they always bring trouble, because it's either the ex comes up or creeps up, you know, during the relationship. It just happens to each and every one of us. Once you are in a stable relationship, that's the time that all the exes want to come back. I mean, like, even the exes that you broke up in a scandal, in a way that the whole world knew that you're breaking up, that in a way that was so dramatic that you would never want to go back. But these are some of the exes that come back when you're actually going into a very stable and a very nice and a sweet relationship. Now, these are the kind of temptations that are in relationships that you should overcome once you actually get to know that these are things that could actually bring down whatever you are trying to build up. They are one of the things that you should stay away from. So one is exes, and two is the family. Family. Okay, family comes first before everything, even before relationships, because you know blood is thicker than water. But still, stay away from the family. If you can, keep your hands off family. Don't interfere with whatever family relationships are happening in the family. Okay, if your man is having problem with his family, let him handle it. the way he will handle it even when he was alone. Okay, if your woman is having trouble with a mother, a brother, a sister, a father, let her handle her problems with herself, because the moment you interfere into the family matters, you are always going to be part of it for the rest of your life. Okay, for the rest of the time that you're together, that is. Because once you interfere, if you start interfering with a daughter-father relationship, trying to be the peacemaker of these two, this is the father and the daughter. They will always come to a common ground no matter what happens, because this is a father and a daughter. Okay, like a father and a son, or a mother and a son, or a mother and her daughter. They will always come to one ground, because they're still family, and blood is bigger. Blood is blood. I mean, you cannot forsake family. It is family either way. It's the only people that stand by you in hard and in great times, and even in good times. And therefore, thrusting yourself back into such a situation that you want to be a peacemaker between these two is putting yourself in a compromising position, because you always have to choose sides. And whenever you have to choose sides, you always have to have a bad side and a good side, because this one will hate you for that you chose this side, and he or she will hate you because you chose the other side. Now that is number two. Number two is family. Number three is money, financial situations. Now this is the biggest problem, because okay, according to our African culture, when a man works for his money becomes our money when we're together. But when I work for my money is my money. Now you see, it's supposed to be a teamwork. It's supposed to be like team building. You have to do these things together. You have to build the both of you together. Okay, fine. Probably he earns much more than you do, but if you always let it appear as if he's the one who has to cater for everything, he will become burdened at some point. He will find someone who is actually independent and who can actually manage to even cater for 10% of whatever he used to care. He used to cater for 100% when he was with you. Now, when it comes to money or financial problems, it's just a wide topic, but generally what I'm talking about is when you have to interfere with the way a man arranges his money, what he does with his money. Probably he wants to take out his friends, probably he wants to take out his family. Probably you think that he is taking out his family more than he's taking you out, of which it's illogical. I mean, that's family. You are the girlfriend. Okay, if you are the wife, that's fine, that's different, because he comes to you every single night, he brings you things. I mean, you should let each and every single thing, as small as it may be, count. Fine, that is on the side of men. But on the side of women, these men who actually don't like it when women work and actually earn much more than they do, those kind of men who actually feel like their ego is lowered when a woman earns much more than you do, these kind of men actually make sure that you don't make any good use of your money. And by the time you realize that you don't make any good use of your money, it's too late for you to actually make proper use of your money, or it's too late for you to maintain that job. They either pressure you to lose that job, or pressure you to make you feel frustrated by the job and just resign. And you just think that it's better off being a housewife than being an employed, stressed housewife. Those are two jobs at the same time. One is full time, one is half time, but it's still the same weight, still the same weight, still the same stress. And it's much more depressing when you have both of them on your neck. And when it comes to financial problems, it's never actually possible to come to a common ground, because it's either you let the man have the upper hand or let the woman have the upper hand, because there has to be like someone who's deciding, if I'm doing the money, you're doing the chores. If I'm doing the chores, you're doing the money. But it does not necessarily mean that because you are doing the money as a woman, the man should do the chores. He can do something different. He can be the one participating in the life of the kids. He can be the one participating in the life of your health and health-wise, academics, achievements, life goals, everything else. He may be the one who's doing now you're building as a family. It doesn't have to be that a man has to be the one staying in the house, doing the chores and doing everything. You also have to not make these men feel so guilty about themselves. And anyway, either way, what I'm trying to say basically is that the areas that you should never go through, but these are some of the three areas. One is fine. One thing that you should always make sure you don't do is to come across these things and try to interfere with them, because they will always come up and they will always cause trouble between the two of you. And I'm so happy for you to watch this episode. I'm so glad to have you watch me. Please kindly like, subscribe, and comment. Please comment, share, like. Make sure that you reach as many people as you can with this. Stay tuned for more info. I'll give you more topics, spicy, nice, educative, whatever you want, mention it. Thank you. I love you. Bye.